So if you know anything about me, you know I'm into quantum physics, quantum mechanics, subconscious mind, and you know that I won the lottery quite a few times using that system of quantum physics in my subconscious mind. And here's the book. So you guys been asking for it. Now you have the paperback copy. It's finally out. How to Win the Lottery Using Quantum Physics. You can go get it on Amazon. You can get it on audiobook is out there on Audible. There it is. So you can visit the website and you can get that book, which is very, very helpful to help you. Now, here's something I want you to understand. In order for you to have an effect on reality, your field, you have to become an optimist. If you want to get your subconscious mind, if you want your reality to change, what book was that? Here it is. It's my book. It's my story about how I won the lottery multiple times and other stuff you could use. How to win the lottery. But this is just, this is beyond the lottery, though. The lottery is just an instant point of it, but it's a bigger picture about life and how you can use the same system for anything you want to create in your life. Love, health, money, success, all that stuff. You can do that. So, back to what I was saying now. You have to become an optimist. So people talk about religion and say, man, what's your religion? You know what my religion is? Optimist. I'm an optimist. It's very crucial for you to be an optimist, man. I mean, just people might say this guy's preaching and stuff. I can't stress enough how you have to see the glass half full instead of half empty. Because, let's go into the physics of stuff, right? All this stuff around you guys, what you call material stuff, there's no such thing as material. Everything is it's actually immaterial. It's just that our brains do a very good job of painting a picture that makes sense to our structure of the world. So, in other words, you can literally manipulate your reality through your mind, and the mind operates through your subconscious. And let me go into the example of this technique that I want to share with you of how you can do this. And I'm going to teach you how to do this right now. I'm actually going to show you how you can influence people subconsciously right now to get them to do something for you or something that happened, or you can influence someone right now. Literally. You can have them calling you, searching you out, anything. You can influence people to help you, to do things, but this has to be done. You have to have a neutral mindset. That means you can't do this technique with ill-begotten feelings of jealousy, anger, or I'm going to get you. It's not going to work because there's too much emotion there. It's going to create a lot of resistance. So you have to be someone who can master being what? In the flow. So that means if you try to do this to get somebody back for bad, it's most likely it won't work because you're going to put too much emotion behind it. But if you're doing it from a neutral state, if you could develop a neutrality and influence this person, it will work. So I'll give you my example of how this stuff work. And again, it's to what? Motivate, inspire, and expand your mind and your awareness. All right. So here's the story. All right. So about 2 years ago, I had a student and I was coaching her. And she came to me. She had issues with our subconscious, basically believing she's worthy and etc. and low confidence, etc. So we worked together and I helped her and she started to make good progress. And then she got into what is it called, the Forex thing there, Forex trading. And then she started doing really, really good at it. And so over months, she came to me and said, Mark, you should open a Forex. I'll teach you how to trade it. And, at that time, I just didn't have the time. I got so much stuff. So I said I couldn't do it. And I said to her, why don't I just, you open an account for us and then I'll just give you the money and you'll trade for us and da-da-da. And at first, she didn't do it because she was saying basically, you can't do that with clients, da-da-da. But because, we've been friends and I've been coaching her, she said, all right, I'll create a separate account for us. So I said, all right, yeah, let's do it. So, okay, I started to invest. So I gave her $5,000. I think, yeah, it was $5,000 and to do the Forex thing. So I invested that, and she created an account, and then she started to trade everything. Like, she was trading it, and then every month she would report back to me, and she said, look, Mark, we made this X amount. Do you want to withdraw? And I was like, no. I was like, basically, let's just keep it going until it reaches a substantial amount where I can take a substantial withdrawal. So a few months it got a substantial amount, so I took some withdrawals. Like, okay, this is working good, so we continued to do it again, and she continued to trade. And then all of a sudden, a point came, she just disappeared. I don't know where she went. She just disappeared off the map, and I was like, wow, what happened? So I would text her on WhatsApp, and I was like, hey, nothing. And you know, with the WhatsApp and the messaging thing, you can tell when somebody reads the message, right? Because you see the little checks. So I know she was reading the messages, and I was like, man, what is she doing? So anyway, I was like, being an optimist, that's what I'm showing you. I was like, well, you know what? Maybe she needs the money more than I do. Okay, so maybe something happened, it was good. So I left it like that. And a couple months later, I retexted her again, and I see she was reading the messages, but she wasn't replying. So I let it go, and then I started with the subconscious technique that I'm going to show you. So I was in a place of neutrality. So what I basically did was I connected with her subconsciously. See, that's the thing. To me, my mind would have been like, you got scammed, because I knew this person, but I approached it from a different point. I was more optimistic. So it's not like I get scammed. I wasn't like I got scammed. It was like, okay, something happened, because it's not like her to do this, because she's previously withdrew the account money for me. So I knew it had to be something else. But again, your ego says, well, why isn't she responding? She's reading your messages. Anyway, I kept on the track. So I just went into the technique that I did. So basically what I did, I would just meditate, and I would talk to her subconsciously, and I would just say something like this. I'd say, your dreams are talking to you. That's what I did subconsciously. And then I said, well, you regretted what you did, and you want to make amends. That was it. I just kept doing that and doing that every now and then. I was in a state of neutrality. I didn't have any ill feeling. I'm like, damn, you scam me. Something bad gonna happen to you. You can't do it like that, because there's too much emotions there, and that emotion is going to create a lot of resistance. So the key to get to the field or influence or just the collective is less resistance. We're constantly surrounded by resistance. Resistance is basically fear, doubt, worry, negative energy, feelings of insecurity. All this negative stuff is created through your ego and a lot through your subconscious mind. So anyway, I did that, and so this happened 2 years ago, right? Roughly 2 years ago. So guess what happened last week? Now keep in mind, also I forgot to mention, this person, I blocked them from all my social media stuff. Like my Facebook manifesting group, even WhatsApp. So if you think about it, if I blocked you, you have to really be searching or needing me or finding me. And she was really searching to find me. And I got a text out of nowhere on my phone, and I was like, who's this? And I seen the name. I was like, dang, that's the other thing. I forgot to block her from my phone. But she went and found my number. So that means she was probably looking for me on WhatsApp. See, I was blocked. She was probably looking for me on Facebook. See, I blocked her. So this person needed to contact me. All right. So anyway, she texted me. She was like, Mark, how's everything going? I had a dream about you. Now, remember I said to you, when I connect with people, I said, your dreams are talking to you. In the dream, basically, she had said that, I seen you you were surrounded by clear blue water. There was 3 white doves around you. I just needed to talk to you. How are you doing? So I said, I'm doing good, And I reminded her, I said, by the way, you still owe me X and X amount of $1,000 from our thing. And then she responded back, and she says, yeah, I do. I was going through so much. I had emotional stuff, with the pandemic and everything. And I couldn't understand that. And she went into a little state of depression. And she said, I'm back now, and I'm ready to pay you. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and something just kept telling me I have to contact you and pay you. Okay? All right. Now, she did that. And then she asked me what was the meaning of the dream. And ironically, the meaning of the dream is this, see? So when you see a dream, if anything with water, like especially if the water is clear blue and it's still, so that dream ironically meant settlement. She had an old settlement she had to take care of, which is me. And the doves and the white doves in the dream always represents protection and security. So doves around is a signal of peace and security. So yeah, so she messaged me and then she says, hey, can we meet up? I'll even buy you lunch, I can do that. And we did that, and she paid me from what she did, the money that I invested. So do you see how that works? That's the power when you know how to influence the field. Now with this technique, you do it in a way of neutrality. So if you want to have someone to influence someone to help or motivate, and keep in mind now, to do this with people, it's someone you have to kind of already have a connection with. It's someone you have to know, or kind of, you can't really do it with like complete strangers because you haven't had experience with them. So, well, technically you can, but you have to do it in a more open manner.